everyone, I'm Amanda Sinkler. I'm the founder here at Newtown Discovery Preschool. Today we wanted to take some time to really talk to you about our curriculum and our learning goals for all of our students that will be enrolled. We have this gorgeous facility, but a lot of parents have been asking, what are they going to do all day? So here we are in the village. That's what we've been calling it. Our goal here is to really drive a curiosity-rich environment. Everything that we do down here will be an extension of what we do with our curriculum upstairs in the classroom. So students will really get that more entrepreneurial, take learning into their own hands while still being teacher-led. So one of the things you'll see down here is we have the Orton-Gillingham approach to reading and writing, which means that everything that's labeled, the vowels will be different colors than the consonants so that they can start to recognize words, create words, write words, and just make sounds. So everyone knows that health and wellness and fitness really helps warm up the brains for students. So here we actually have an entire gross motor area so that we can have that very active lifestyle, and wellness can really be incorporated into our curriculum and into our students every day. Implement our kindness curriculum. So we have a whole curriculum that's working on developing the whole student, so that they can also socially and emotionally grow as they're learning and preparing for kindergarten. So here we have this entire section that's just devoted to the arts. We want students to really dive into the arts right away. So we have a theater over here and we have a music cart. The music cart will be kind of moved through each classroom as well as down here for students to be able to learn about each instrument, have music class, and music will be incorporated into their daily lessons as well. So there will always be a morning song that the students wake up to, whether they're singing or dancing or just kind of getting their body warmed up for the day. Essentially, our goal for the theater was that anytime that we were able to read any type of story or have that classroom learning, that students will actually be able to come down to the theater and act out their learning. Another thing that we're doing that's a little different from traditional models for preschools is we kind of have these life-size centers down here. So a lot of parents may be used to seeing the centers already set up in the classroom. So here we are in the art studio, and this is really going to be where all students can develop that love for creative expression and a variety of types of art. So here in this art studio, we really want our students to focus on those unconventional yet innovative ways of just designing art and exploring knowledge. So we have this paper on the wall. They can design exactly what they want for their project right on the wall. They'll be able to sit, they'll be able to stand, they'll be able to lay down, whatever they want to do to really dive into that art and also work on those fine motor skills. So here we are in our either vet or hospital, depending on what the curriculum requires it to be. And really our goal here is for students to understand public service as well as feel empathy toward others based on whatever their situation is. They'll also do anatomy and biology lessons as well with different x-rays that we have here. Here we are in our hardware store, which is really focused all on STEM activities. So there's lots of science going on here, lots of building, engineering. We also have a whole Lego wall over here, so that will also kind of foster creativity with those engineering skills that we'd like our students to develop. So here we are in one of our classrooms. A lot of our direct instruction will take here, as well as small group learning. Small groups will all be based on the child's interest, readiness, and ability. So we'll kind of separate them like that. We'll also do things in here like our morning meeting, as you can see over here. We'll read our stories. We'll go over all the daily schedule, which will always be listed on the board for the students. And we purchased a curriculum to kind of have as the bone of our program, which is the creative curriculum. And then our director is actually working on building lessons into this that will be an extension of the lesson in the classroom for that downstairs hands-on application. We are using research-based instructional strategies, which will incorporate all the best practices from a variety of philosophers. Howard Gardner, who's worked on multiple intelligences, Vygotsky. We're trying to really combine them so that we can be very real-world based, and they're actually learning authentic and applicable skills. Not just memorize anything, really actually have a full understanding of it. So here we actually have one of our smart boards. We have two smart boards, and they'll be kind of rotating throughout each classroom based on the lesson plans. They're going to be a great tool for us to use for assessment, checking for all types of understanding, whether it's through games or just interactive boards that we are able to build, which is really exciting. We're also a Google-based school, so we have access to Google Earth, which will be incorporated into the lessons, as well as virtual tours of local museums, local monuments, so that our students can really learn outside these four walls. We also have a class set of tablets for all the students, so again, we really want technology to be integrated into these children's lives. We know it's not going anywhere, so we really need to embrace it as a culture. We have a full-size commercial kitchen, so not only will we cook the students' meals, but the students will have cooking lessons that's already incorporated into the curriculum, and we also connect that to our garden that we'll have outside during the spring and summer, that they'll be able to use those fruits and vegetables so that they can really understand the entire life cycle of plants. they'll be served family style so that we can really help the students learn independence and really have confidence when it comes to food and meals and all the things that they need to do, whether it's washing their hands or cleaning up after themselves. We find that family style approach really important to their learning. So here's our playground. As I'm sure a lot of you know, playgrounds are so important for a child's development, whether it's social and emotional or cognitive. There are so many exciting learning components here. One of them is the music, so we have an entire music section out here. We have an entire paleontology unit that students will be able to learn about dinosaurs, and actually underneath the sand already built in are a variety of fossils that the students will get to discover and identify. We also have a little sign language area over there where if any student's nonverbal, it will really help them have a way to communicate, as well as other science activities, puzzles that are all out here. So again, they can continue to learn and continue to develop even when they're just outside and they think they're playing.